Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
As we welcome you inside the bubble on the campus of Valley City State University, this is our pregame show with the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds and the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion for a third-place game here of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. The Lobos at 2-5 on the season, lost to Mayport CG in the semifinals here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. So far led by Kobe Theologis in 2 games with 21 points, and the same for Avery Kramer here for LLM. After tonight, the Lobos are back in action a week from today when they host Strasburg Zeeland for a District 2 contest. Well, for the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they lost a nail-biter against the Valley City Highlanders yesterday for the semifinal round contest, as they're now 2-2 on the season after a 44-42 defeat at the hands of Valley City. On the interior here for the Warbirds, Sebastian Kackman with 25 points and 30 rebounds in 2 games here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. And then they also have Blaze Froelich with 20 points and 7 boards here for the Warbirds. District 2 meets District 1 here in Division B, with the Warbirds out of District 1 and the Lobos out of District 2. Take a quick time out. We come back. We'll recap what happened earlier in the day here in the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue here on yourliveevent.com and take a look at what happened earlier today, the Barnes County North Bison take the consolation championship with a 45-37 win over the Raiders of Maple River here in this contest. And the consolation championship, and then for 7th place, Hankinson playing for Richland here, as Richland again finishing 0-2 at the BCT, but Hankinson playing in their spot defeated Enderlin 64-33. 20 points on the way for Rayshawn Earl with 9 steals and 12 points for Gunnar Ilg. For the Enderlin Eagles, they were led by the 10 points of Carson Gruba in the loss here for Enderlin. So Enderlin 8th, Hankinson, Richland in terms of how they played with the 2 games with Richland, 1 game with Hankinson 7th. Barnes County North, they would take 5th, and Maple River is 6th. So it's the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion after getting here with the win over Maple River in the quarters, 53-36, a loss to the Patriots in the semis, going up against the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood after Wyndmere-Lidgerwood squeaked by Barnes County North 55-53 in the quarters and lost by 2 points on the next night, on Thursday that is, against Valley City 44-36. 42. The Lobos averaging 41 points per game defensively, giving up 51, while for the Warbirds averaging 49 points per game and defensively giving up 49 points per game so far this season for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. This again is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all at Irie Insurance, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. Again, that's IrieINS.com. And join us for more high school sports coming up here later today and throughout the weekend on Your Live Event. Simply subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event, or check out our website at YourLiveEvent.com. We come back after this starting lineups and the opening tip. It's the Warbirds and the Lobos on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download our app and make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. With winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear for everyone in the family. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
As we take a look here at this one, it's the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds and the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion here as we get to our pregame show. Starting lineups brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Todd Hosford, the head coach here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, with a mark of 2 wins and 2 losses on the season. After this game wraps up for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they will be at Tri-State on Tuesday. Then on Friday, going up against the Hankinson Pirates a week from today. In Wyndmere-Lidgerwood here for head coach Todd Hosford. As the Warbirds take a look at their starting 5 with their black attire, the goal numerals and lettering. Warbirds across the front will go like this. Jackson Creer, the 5'11 junior guard. Also from there, Jay Stenson, the 6-foot senior, with Blaze Froelich, the 5'8 senior guard here for the Warbirds. Also in their starting lineup here this evening is Riley Springer, a 6'1 senior forward. And from there, Sebastian Kackman, a 6'5 sophomore center. Again for the Warbirds, Jackson Creer of Blaze Froelich, Stinson, Springer, and Kackman. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with a mark of 2 wins and 2 losses here on the season. As we turn our attention now to Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion, as LLM will roll like this for their starting 5 here in this one with a mark of 2-5 on the season for head coach Rod Kramer and the Lobos. As the Lobos will go with a junior forward in Mason Workin. Workin, again, a junior forward. You have Avery Kramer, as Kramer a 5'11 senior guard. Kramer at 5'11. Gunnar Thiel, just the 6'1 senior forward, followed by his brother of Kobe Thiel just here. Kobe at 6 foot even, and Preston Ornt, a 6'1 junior center. Again for the Lobos, Workin, Kramer, Gunnar Thielgis, Kobe Thielgis, and Mr. Arndt here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. The Lobos at 2-5 on this season. That is our starting lineups here, brought to you in part by LaMoure-Litchville Marion and the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds here in this one, as we will make our way to our officiating crew of Tommy Bergen, Roger Kozowski, and Mark Gubrud here in this one, with Roger Kozowski doing the honors here in the circle to open this game off between Wyndmere-Lidgerwood and LaMoure-Litchville Marion. After this game wraps up, we'll get to our championship with the Mayport CG Patriots and the Valley City Highlanders, our all-tournament team sportsmanship award. That and more still to be had a little bit later on. Opening tip pretty much right on schedule. It's 6:01 here for the third place game, as Preston Arndt against Kackman, and the opening tip is 1 and out of bounds. It'll be off of last touch off of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. So the Lobos will see this one here with Gunnar Thielgis, as Thielgis will give it to Kobe, as Kobe brings it in the front court. As they see this one to the right baseline, going to drive it way to Mason Workin. Now it's to Kobe Thielgis, right wing, 3-pointers up off the mark, no good. Jackson Creer able to get the loose ball, as Jackson, right-handed side, will see it now in the front court for the Warbirds. Creer gives it back up top to Blaze Froelich. Froelich will handle it now for the Warbirds, right-handed side to Riley Springer. Springer with it, looking back door on the cut. Nice find to Stenson. Power dribble, got a man up in the air, and count it. Chase Stenson with the end one. Really good find on the way here for the Warbirds, as Stenson was at the high post and eventually just found a way to make a really good back cut. Nice find, and the Warbirds get the 2 points. The foul assessed on Mason Workin, his first and the team's first. Free throw attempt is up and good here for Stenson, and the Warbirds with an early 3-0 lead over LaMoure-Litchville Marion, and what could potentially be a region quarterfinal round matchup or a region tournament matchup here later on this season in Region 1B in North Dakota. Kobe Thielgis gives it to Gunnar, as Gunnar looking back for his brother here as they're trying to find it to Arndt on the inside. Kramer, left-handed side to Gunnar, as Thielgis takes a couple of dribbles to Kobe, right-handed side to Mason Workin. Workin on the baseline, slip pass inside, Arndt high off the window, and there's a foul, and 2 shots upcoming here for Preston Arndt. Lobos in the tournament so far are 14 of 29 from the free throw line. This will be the first foul here on the Warbirds, as this one will go against Riley Springer, his first. Arndt, free throw attempt, right-handed toss, is off the iron. Second one on the way to come here for LLM. It was the Lobos and the Warbirds. Someone's walking out of here with 2 wins this week. Free throw attempt on the second is good, but it's going to be a lane violation, so negate the point, as it will be Warbirds with the basketball. So Blaze Froelich will contend with the full court pressure defense here as they give this one down to Jackson Creer. As they find it high posts with this one is Kackman. Kackman sees it on the near side of Blaze Froelich. Froelich to Stenson at the right wing. Stenson looking for a teammate, finds one to Jackson Creer. Creer goes between the legs, able to regain the possession. Back up top to Riley Springer. Baseline and a turnover here for the Warbirds. Froelich kind of made a back cut while Springer thought he was coming out to the wing area. It will be a turnover here on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. As the Lobos in the front court. Leave it to Thiel, just high post touch to Arndt. Arndt able to spin to the baseline. Here's a jumper on the way. Three-pointer. That'll go long by Workin, and Stenson able to get the defensive rebound for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Warbirds will see this with Blaze Froelich. 20 points and 7 rebounds in 2 games so far here for Blaze. Froelich hit the game winner back on Tuesday for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood as well. Stenson being face guarded by Kobe Theelgis, and this will be a 5-second violation. Really good defense by LLM, and also Kobe Theelgis face guarding Jay Stenson, just not allowing him to get his hand on the basketball. Turnover for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. There's the Lobos. Game number 8 of the season for LLM so far, and for the Warbirds, this is game number 5, as the Warbirds will go a little 1-3-1 zone. Arndt leaves it left wing to the baseline, goes Kramer, skips it to a cutting. Thiel just inside the paint, shot off the mark, rebound comes down, and eventually won by Springer. As Froelich in the transition game now for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood against Mayport CG last night. The Lobos got down early, just couldn't get much going offensively, but Mayport CG put over 20 points up in that first quarter, and a high teardropper that scrapes the ceiling. Jackson Creer with his first field goal as the Warbirds lead by 5. Something the Lobos are trying to reverse here a little bit in this one after having a couple of empty possessions. Seem to get something on the board early here against the Warbirds. Working pass, nice find to a streaking Gunnar Theelgis for 2. So Theelgis gets in the scoring column here, and the Lobos are back within 3. As this one makes its way to Jackson Creer. Creer with the skip pass, and this goes right into media row, and nearly a tip and a steal the other side for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. To have to go back and play a little defense here against the Lobos. Ball will be inbounded. As Kramer guarding Froelich here on the man pressure defense. Froelich looking to set up the offense as they give it to Kackman. The baseline, here goes Springer. Springer thought he was going to give the ball right back. Thiel just gets the steal. Creer able to hustle back. Thiel just then sees a foul on Jackson Creer. That'll be Jackson's first, the team's second. Free throws on the way here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. And this one will go with Gunnar Theelgis. Theelgis 2 points so far here in the game for the Lobos. And Theelgis sees this free throw attempt up and in. And you have checking in will be Avery Kramer. Checking in to the game for the Lobos. As this will actually be for the Warbirds here with Owen Ladisaw. Free throw attempt for the Lobos. They'll get the shooter's roll for Gunnar Theelgis. LLM back within 1. Jackson Creer gets by Arndt. And this will be out of bounds. Turnover on the Warbirds. As Todd Hofstad was asking to see if it was tipped, they're going to say, no, it wasn't. With our officials here, with Mark Gudbrud alongside Roger Kozowski, getting everything situated with Tommy Bergen. There's the Lobos in the front court. Right-handed side, ball fake, give it now to Theelgis. Gunner to Kobe. Kobe with the step through right-handed side to Mason Workin. As Workin will handle this one back up top. Lobos right of the key. We'll see it with Kobe as they give it to Gunner. Baseline now to Kramer. Kramer looking for a teammate. Double team comes. Left-handed side as Gunnar Theelgis with under 10 on the shot clock. We'll have to work something here as this goes on a bounce. And a turnover for LLM. As the Warbirds were asking for, or the Lobos were asking for deflection after what we just saw just moments ago from Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Nothing granted, as it will be Warbirds with the basketball. Top of the key as they give it right-handed side. Warbirds will see it back up top to Kackman. Kackman left wing to Froelich to the baseline. This will be in the hands of Ladisaw. Ladisaw takes the dribble, able to skip it to Stenson. Right pocket 3 on the way is up off the iron. No, look at the rebound though by Ladisaw. Now to Kackman, put back, and there's a foul. Ladisaw had it literally right under the rim when he went up with it. Unfortunate on the putback that it went to a teammate there with Kackman. And Kackman will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. As the Lobos looking to stretch out the lead here with Kackman at the free throw line. Free throw is off the front iron. Kackman now 3 of 9 from the stripe in the tournament. For the Warbirds, line hasn't been friendly. They're 8 of 21 coming into today from the charity stripe in 2 games here in Valley City. Kackman Swirls out the second. Rebound to the Lobos as this will go to Kobe Theogis up the far side. Theogis will see it left wing as he gets the ball right back. Theogis to the baseline to Kramer. Kramer with the left baseline three-pointer. That goes long. Stenson with the rebound. Froelich will handle it now for the Warbirds. Blaze at the right wing, crossing over right to left. Gives it to Kackman. Baseline here for Stenson. Three-pointer is up, is short. Rebound here for LLM. Preston Arntz will slow it up as the Lobos are shooting 1 of 5 from the floor. The Warbirds at 2 of 6 as it stands right now in this first quarter. Lobos, right-handed side to Theogis. Gunner finds his brother Kobe inside the paint now to Kramer. Back around the world as it goes to Workin. Three-pointer off the side of the rim. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll be last touch here by Stenson and remain Lobo basketball. Well, we saw a little bit of a rock fight in our last game at Barnes County North and Maple River. That was 45-37 was the final. And this kind of has the same, at least start to the game, or it could be a first one to 45. 50 kind of wins it. Kramer, baseline jumper from 10 up and in for 2. Avery Kramer with 2 points, and the Lobos with their first lead of the game as they lead it by 1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This will be offensive on the clear out for Owen Lattisaw, his first and the team's third, as it will be LLM that'll handle the basketball. Look, from the Warbirds' perspective, you lost a heartbreaker last night. You could easily have been in the championship game. So how do you kind of turn around after a heartbreaker 24 hours ago? Well, the Lobos, they just never really had a chance to really get into it against Mayport CG after they took really a right-handed swing right off the bat. Got down by double digits and can never get it back within 10 points. Got it down to 13-14, but can never really put a lot of pressure on the Patriots late in that second half, as this one is going to be thrown away by Owen Lattisaw, looking for Jay Stenson in a turnover here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Substitution with Jared Kaczynski will check in now. Going back to yesterday's game, the Patriots led the Lobos 21-6 after the first quarter. And they just kept on shooting the ball extremely well, 48% from the floor, part of the reason why the Patriots are in that championship later tonight against Valley City. Here goes Kobe Theogis, nice take off the rim, but just off the front iron. A rebound here for the Warbirds with Kackman as they give it now to Blaze Froelich. Froelich, right-handed side, taking a couple of dribbles. Kobe does a good job wheeling him off. Stenson to the baseline now to Creer. Jackson Creer with a couple of dribbles inside the paint. Goes up, lost it. Creer able to regain possession. Jackson to the baseline. Stenson open, right baseline. Triple up and tickles a twine from 19-9. Jay Stenson now a 6. Warbirds able to regain the advantage here by 2. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball will make its way to Preston Arndt for the answer 3. Yes, sir. Preston Arndt with his first triple of the tournament. And the Lobos lead it by 1. Warbirds trap Froelich with it. Dangerous pass that eventually goes out of bounds, and it will be Lobos with the basketball. As LLM set up the trap perfectly on that one. There's a couple substitutions will be coming in the game here for the Warbirds. Kaczynski will check in. Lattisaw will play the top of this zone here, and also into the game now Justin Quam. Lobos with Kobe Theogis as Kobe leaves it right-handed side to Gunner. Gunner Theogis to the baseline now to Kramer. Able to see this one skip to the left-handed side to Preston Arndt. Left baseline 3, that goes long. Rebound here for Stenson and a foul for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Avery Kramer with the foul. This will be his first and the team's second. Lobos will have a chance to set up, though, the full-court pressure defense against Wyndmere-Lidgerwood here. As the Warbirds unable to break the press as Kobe Theogis gets the steal. Theogis with the basketball here inside the paint, driving kick to Kramer. Kramer baseline 3, that'll go long. Rebound, though, won by Workin. Second chance for LLM. Kobe Theogis left of the key. He will find it to Workin, now to Gunner. Gunner jumper from 13, good shot and good find. Gunner Theogis now with 6. Lobos lead it by 3, right-handed side. Justin Quam gives this one to Stenson. Stenson sees it, ball gets deflected right in the hands of a Warbird. Now it goes to Quam on the right-handed side. Finds it to Stenson. Stenson to the wing. Lattisaw will handle it here inside the paint, off the window, and count it on the continuation. Owen Lattisaw now with a 3-point opportunity. Foul assessed here for the Lobos, as this will go up against Gunnar Thielges, his first and the team's third. Substitutions coming on in for the Warbirds here with Gutzmer will check in. That'll be Will. Also checking in will be Blaze Froelich. Gutzmer, the senior. Froelich able to return as well as a senior guard. This for a chance to tie now. Free throw attempt will go long. Climbing the loose ball, though, will be Preston Art. And now the Lobos with 5 seconds. Thielges with 3. Gives it to Workin to beat the horn. Up and off the iron. That's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds 10, the Lobos 11 here on your LiveVent.com.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school basketball on yourliveevent.com on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Share their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. It's LaMoure-Litchville, Marion 11, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, the Warbirds 10 here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you from Valley City for the 107th Annual Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Quam will see it here at the top, leaves it left and inside to Springer. Springer's going to drive off the baseline. Shot is up off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, will come to Quam as they leave it now to Froelich. Left pocket three goes short. And a loose ball for Preston Arndt's foul on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Arndt got the loose ball, foul on the Warbirds. As Wyndmere-Lidgerwood will see this one on the foul with Gutzmer, his first, team's first of the second quarter for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Next game will be the championship with Valley City and Mayport CG just over an hour from now at 7:30. Bounce pass to Kobe Thielges. Kobe at the right of the key. Looking for a teammate here as he dribbles it back out now to Kramer. Kramer with the skip pass right wing through the hands of Cody Briggs, and it'll be last touch. Last touch here off of Blaze Froelich. We'll see Cody Briggs, the 5'11 junior forward, in the contest. As this one will be on the sideline looking to be inbounded here with Kobe Thielges. I'll check that as they'll bring Briggs, and checking out the game will be Mason Workin. Lobos inbounded as they do with Gunnar Thielges now to left and inside to Kramer. Kramer pops a pass to Kobe Thielges. Thought about a three to Kramer at the left wing. Kramer with 5 on the shot clock, and he gets bailed out with a foul, and this will be on the floor, but reset the clock here. Warbirds with their second foul of the quarter, as this one will be assisted Justin Quam, his first. As Stenson will check into the game for the aforementioned Quam. So Stenson with a little breather. Ball will get inbounded here to the left and inside. There goes Thielges, rising, shooting, three-pointer long. Rebound, Lobos, put back by Arndt, dumping in. Preston Arndt with 5 as the Lobos will lead it by 3 here, a minute into the second quarter. Blaze Froelich, far side. Look at the good take by Blaze, just unable to finish, and then Froelich was out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover here for the Warbirds. As Jackson Creer will check in, also with Sebastian Kackman. Warbirds will make a substitution as Gutzmer will check out. They also will bring on the game Owen Latissa. Lobos. We'll see this left and inside to Avery Kramer. Bounce pass now to Thielges. Thielges gives it back to Kramer here at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Gives it to Gunnar. Gunnar on this zone. Finds it to Kobe at the high post. Kobe spinning. Using that dribble right now to relieve some pressure with 12 on the shot clock. And there'll be a 3-second violation on LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Lobos will give it right back to the Warbirds here in a game that has been points have been tough to come by. For the Warbirds, they scored 55 points against Valley City on Tuesday and 42 points against Valley City on Thursday and 55 points against Barnes County North on Tuesday, that is, against the Bison, and 42 yesterday here against the Highliners. As this one able to make its way for Kackman, looking back door on the find. Good hand by Thiel, just gunner up and over on the pass to Kramer. Kramer goes the other side, right-handed layup for two, and count it. Avery Kramer with an and one. Chance to make it 5 at the free throw line. Foul assessed on Jackson Creer. That'll be his second and team's third with a and one opportunity as the Lobos have their largest lead of the game here at 5. Well, for the Lobos, they lost to Mayport CG, scoring just 44 points, and they put up 53 points against Maple River. So now their team has necessarily shot the world on fire here early on this season, in particular here in this week in Valley City, as Froelich picks the foul, his first and the team's fourth. So the next one will put the Lobos to the free throw line, and we've just played 2 minutes and 3 seconds here of the quarter. Thiel just inside to Arndt. Arndt up off the window, good for 2. Preston Arndt, he's got 7. A nice performance for the 6'1 junior, especially having to go up against the likes of a Sebastian Kackman, who through 2 games had 25 points and 30 rebounds here in Valley City. As Arndt able to get the steal, Kramer goes the other side. It's a 2-on-2. Kramer lost it on his way up. Good hands by Froelich to see it out of bounds, and it will remain LLM with the basketball. It's a 6-0 run right now here for the Lobos in the opening 2.5 minutes of this second quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing their heritage and their future, go to dhb.bank. Lobos on the inbounds with Cody Briggs. Briggs finds it to Thiel, just able to spin the gunner. Gunner up and over, and good hedge by Sebastian Kackman. Turnover on LLM. Kackman, baseline, Creer finds, looking for a teammate. Bounce pass on the interiors. This one gets tapped out of bounds, and it will be Warburg basketball. Lobos with Mason Workin will check into the game. As the Warbirds here with Jay Stenson on the inbounds. Stenson looking for a teammate, finds one up top to Blaze. Froelich, nice find to Stenson. Just couldn't miss, just couldn't make the point blank layup. Rebound comes down to Thiel. Just Colby right wing. Warbirds will continue in this zone as Colby able to skip it to Mason Workin. Working at the left of the key, ball fake up and over to Colby. Ball gets skipped to Kramer off of a hand. Last touch here by Riley Springer. A couple of dangerous passes by the Lobos that, quite frankly, unlikely could have been picked and gone the other way. As the Lobos will inbound the basketball here as they're able to do so. Find it to Mason Workin left wing. Couple of dribbles now for the Lobos to the baseline. High post touch. Good find on the way for Colby Thiel, just off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound on the way for Kackman. Stenson front court now for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. As Stenson leaves the bounce pass. Creer at the left wing, left-handed side of Blaze Froelich. Froelich will handle it here, guarded by Thielgis. Now to Jackson Creer as the Lobos switching on this little weave. Springer able to reverse it to Stenson. Stenson looking for a teammate, right-handed side to the baseline. Right pocket 3 for Blaze, up and off the iron. Rebound tipped right to Jackson Creer. So Creer will see this to Stenson. He'll rise, 3-pointer on the way. That's off the iron. And Mason Workin wants to push the other side of the floor, finds Kramer. Kramer, one hard dribble off the window, and he gets fouled. Blaze Froelich will pick up his second, team's 5th, and Kramer will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Warburg still scoreless here in this second quarter, while the Lobos slowly but surely adding some points, as they have 6 so far, and 4 on the way for Preston Arndt in the quarter, and 2 here for Kramer, and now make it 3 for Kramer in quarter number 2. Delabar to check in for Arndt, while for the Warbirds, see Owen Ladison, Justin Quam checking in for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. As Avery Kramer, free throw line, second one here for the Lobos, is also up and in. As Kramer now has 6. Warbirds contend with this, and this will be out of bounds. Nearly able to save it was Delabar, newly inserted here for Owen. See Owen's sisters tomorrow up at Tower City as the Lobo girls basketball team, second-rated team in the state, will go up against the 5th-rated Maple River Raiders coming up here tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 for the girls varsity contest. Sebastian Kackman gets the 2 points. Here the first field goal for the Warbirds comes over the halfway point of the second quarter. As the Lobos leave it left and inside. Kramer will see this in a block shot by Kackman. Warbirds can run the other side. They give it to Kackman. Kackman slows it up, leaves it right wing now to Owen Lattisaw to the baseline. Now to Quam. And getting the steal, here goes Kramer on the other side of the floor. Kramer doesn't have numbers. Euro step off the window. Rebound here for Justin Quam. Quam finds it to Stenson. Stenson right-handed side back to Lattisaw. Owen in the front court as Lattisaw crossing over inside the paint, high off the window, no good. Rebound won by Springer, now to Stenson. Stenson left wing three, up and in. Jay Stenson now with 9, his second made triple. Warbirds back within 4. Under 3 minutes to play here in the opening half of the third place Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Ball go on the inside. Delabar will see this and count it. Basket is good. Delabar gets the and one. Little drop step to the baseline, and Owen to the free throw line to shoot the and one opportunity. Foul assessed on the Warbirds, as this one will be on Riley Springer. So for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, you have 2 on Creer, Froelich, and Springer so far in terms of fouls. Free throw opportunity by Delabar is up, and we'll get a second lane violation here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion on a free throw attempt. As the Warbirds will see this one here to Stenson. As the Warbirds will throw this one away, turnover on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, and a timeout here for Todd Hofsford. We'll break as well. 2:44 left to play in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you here as we come back. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Still to come, one more game of the BCT, the title with Valley City and Mayport CG. Later tonight, dangerous pass. Stenson went to go steal it. Now it goes to Gunnar just here to Kramer. Kramer on the baseline, back up top. A timeout by Todd Hofsford. The Warbirds really coming across. Good hustle on the defensive side, and this will be a turnover here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. I think Todd just said, hey guys, let's get a little shot in the arm going right now. Not playing the way that they would like to play, particularly on the defensive side, able to be a little bit more active right there. As the Warbirds see this one across, and Gunnar just gets the steal. Gunnar just the other side of the paint. just off the window, good for 2. That's been the story of the game, though. Turnovers for the Warbirds and points in transition for the Lobos, as LLM leads it by 8. Stenson, backcourt, gets the ball back here. Stenson at the free throw line, bounce pass, good find on the interior, up and in for 2. Gutzmer gets in the scoring column and gives Stenson the assist. We got the Warbirds down for 13 turnovers as it stands right now to the Lobos 6. As Colby Theologis will handle this one. Colby with 100 seconds left finds a nice pass to Kramer on the baseline. Kramer can't hit it. Rebound to the Warbirds. Really good find, though, by Colby Theologis. It's Justin Quam in the front court. Warbirds with a chance to make it a one-score game here late in the half. They give it inside to Stenson, and Jay Stenson up and in for 2. Stenson now in double digits with 11. His second made 3, and the Warbirds cutting into this lead as the Lobos lead it by 4. Theologis to Kramer here. Gunnar Theologis gives it back to Colby. Colby up top, right wing. This one goes to Workin, finds a cutting Gunnar Theologis jumper from 13 is long. Rebound from Owen Lattisaw. Lattisaw here in the front court finds Stenson. Stenson thought about a 3. Will leave it on the interior. Gutzmer on the reversal gets fouled. As Gutzmer to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for the Warbirds, and sends a timeout by head coach Todd Hofsford. And able to see Wyndmere-Lidgerwood a little bit more enthused, so to speak, into this game. Free throw attempt here for Gutzmer is banked in. As Gutzmer hits the free throw attempt. Warbirds able to get it back within a possession as Preston Arndt will check in here for Owen Delabar. Good run for Owen. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Gutzmer. There's a second one also banked in. Well, Gutzmer, I tell you what, if you're playing horse, that's a dangerous shot at the very end. Trying to bank in a free throw as the Lobos will give this one right wing to Mason Workin. Workin, right-handed side, will see it now to Theelgis. Back to Workin here on the baseline. Workin gives it to Gunner, up and over on the pass to Kramer, leaves it left-handed side. Colby Theelgis 3, that'll go long. Rebound here underneath, and coming away with it is Kackman. A foul here for LaMoure-Litchville. Marion Arndt and Workin were there. They'll give the foul here to Mason Workin, his second, team's first of the quarter. And Lobos with a chance to tie or take the lead, as LLM will make a substitution now as they'll bring in Cody Briggs. And Lobos have had success here with the style of a full court pressure defense to turn the Warbirds over, and that's what they're going to try to do here to finish the first half. Quam, we'll see this one back. A couple of dribbles as the Warbirds nearly turn it over. Stenson inside looking for Gutzmer. Good hand defensively by Arndt as the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline with 13.7 left to play in the opening half. Stenson sees this one on the inbounds. Interesting spot, pretty much right where the baseline meets the sideline here, able to get the ball in. Ladisaw at the free throw line. Gives it to Quam now. Quam for the lead. Three-pointer is short, but right to Stenson. Put back off the window, no. Lobos get the rebound with Arndt with 1, and Theelgis can't get the shot off to try to hit a buzzer beater. After one half of play, it's LaMoure-Litchville Marion 23, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood 21. It's the Barnes County third-place game here on your liveevent.com.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit findrealtynow.com. Yeah.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At the half here on yourliveevent.com, it's LaMoure-Litchville Marion 23, the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood 21 here from the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Take a look at the first half numbers. The Lobos are 9 of 26 shooting from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3, and 4 of 6 on the free throw line. 10 rebounds to 5 assists and 6 turnovers so far here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. For the Warbirds, 8 of 20 shooting from the floor. They're 2 of 6 from the three-point line, 3 of 6 from the stripe, 19 rebounds, 6 assists to 13 turnovers here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Individually, the numbers go like this. The Lobos led by the 8 points of Gunnar Theelges. Theelges on 3 of 4 shooting again. He has 8 points and 2 rebounds. 7 points, 5 boards for Preston Arndt. Arndt's having himself a nice performance again in 12.5 minutes of work. 6 points here for Avery Kramer, and 2 points for Owen Delabar off the bench for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Warbirds led by the double digits of Jay Stenson. Stenson with 11 points on 4-9 shooting. Does have 2 threes and 2 assists for Stenson. From there, 4 points for Gutzmer, as Gutzmer is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You have 2 points in the way for Owen Ladisat, 2 points, 5 boards for Sebastian Kackman, 2 points, 2 rebounds for Jackson Creer here in this contest. And Owen Ladisat, 2 points and 4 rebounds. Points off turnovers, a difference maker as it stands right now, 8-0 here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. After one half of play, Lobos lead it by 2. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier in the day in the 107th Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Here we go on YourLiveEvent.com. 23-21 Lobos with the advantage. Here's what happened earlier today as part of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. In the 7th place game, Hankinson playing for the Richland Colts after Richland with 0-2. They tag team out as Richland had too many games on their schedule. So Hankinson would go on and defeat the Enderlin Eagles 64-33. In the win, Rayshawn Earl with 20 points and 9 steals. Enderlin led by the 10 points of Carson Gruba with 2 3-pointers for the Enderlin Eagles. We'll see Enderlin again on YourLiveEvent.com on Tuesday for boys basketball in Tower City at the Raider Activity Center. From there, the Consolation Championship went to Barnes County North, defeating Maple River by 8. 45-37. The Bison with 2 players in double digits. The 14 of James Schwer and the double-double for Ethan Hansen. Maple River led by the 14 points and 4 threes for Blake Thor. So Barnes County North again wins the Consolation Championship. And then the title game still to come later tonight between the Mayport CG Patriots and the Valley City Highlanders. After the championship game is done, they will have the awards ceremony presentation. They also, from there, will have the All-BCT tournament team. Your free throw champ will be unveiled and your sportsmanship award as well. So make sure you stay tuned for our post-game show of the title game to get all that information a little bit later on here this evening. At the half, it's LaMoure-Litchville Marion up by 2 as the Lobos, again led by the 8 points of Gunnar Theogis, the Warbirds led by the 11 of Jay Stenson. Take a quick break and we come back. Second half action is next from the Bubble in Valley City.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks to those behind the scenes. Thanks to our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Those here at Valley City State University, from Steve Olson and Coach Dennis McCulloch, both in the athletic department as well. Calvin Kraft, the Barnes County Tournament de facto commissioner, the AD as well for Enderlin and boys basketball coach, to Paul McDonald, Colin Haas, and those helping us here in Valley City. A great appreciation from us here on YourLiveEvent.com. As LaMoure-Litchville Marion leaves it right wing to open up this second half of play, as they will give it up top now to Kobe Theogis with Mason Work and Art alongside Gunnar Theogis and Avery Kramer on the floor. Preston Art with a good look. This one gets tipped by Stenson right to Creer, working with the steal off the window for two. That's a good start to the second half here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Froelich, left wing. We'll see it now to Springer on the inside. Stenson sees it and a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Also on the floor with Kackman as well, with Froelich and Creer, the starting five for both teams opening up this second half of play. Nice little slip on the inside. Springer up and in for two. Riley Springer with the opening 2 points for the Warbirds here in the second half as they're back within two. Lobos with Kobe Theogis will give this one to Gunnar, and we'll get a timeout here for head coach Rod Kramer. So 54 seconds into the third quarter, we'll break as well on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download our app and make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. With winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear for everyone in the family. located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMourDrugstore.com. That's LaMourDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you at banknorth.bank. Lobos to Gunnar Theogis. We'll see it now back to Kobe. Kobe thought about a three, now to Gunnar. Gunnar will take a couple of dribbles to Kobe. Top of the key, line it up, shoot it, and this one will go off the iron. Rebound to Preston Arndt and a foul on the floor. Preston Arndt, in a good way, is like a bull in the Chinese shop down on the inside at 6'1". You can definitely find ways to get rebounds and pick up fouls on players like a Riley Springer, who now has his third. Team's first of the quarter. Thiel just shot off the iron, no good. Rebound here for Sebastian Kackman. That'll be someone that they'll have to try to get going offensively here for the Warbirds. He had 25 points in 2 games coming in. So far held to just 2 in this one. Creer leaves it. Springer, left-handed side, Stenson. Stenson on the baseline. Nice step through. Gives it up top now to Blaze. Froelich with the shot fake. Looking for a teammate. Up and over. Right on cue to Kackman. Got his man up in the air. Up and over for 2. Tied at 25 apiece. Depending on which side of the aisle you're on, you're saying that's an announcer's jinx from the Lobos. Or for the Warbirds, you're saying, yeah, speaking into existence at particular times. As we see it here. Up and over. Nice pass inside to Preston Arndt. Got his man sealed, able to finish for 2, and the big man on the inside. Then you see it here for Avery Kramer. Hanging in the weeds, gets the steal. Blaze Froelich, front court. Out of Stenson, a quick 4-point change here for the Lobos as they lead it by 4 now. Froelich up top, we'll see it to Jackson Creer. Right wing to Stenson. Stenson able to find it to Springer. Springer with a couple of dribbles, drive kick. There's a turnover as coming away with it. Here's Workin. Mason, right-handed side, will find it now as he gets the ball back. Ball fake here for Workin, gives it to Preston Arndt. Arndt step through inside the paint, right-handed finger roll layup for 2. Oh, the lane opened up and Arndt took full advantage of it. He's got 11. Lobos up by 6 here. Stenson in the backcourt. Stenson finds it to Jackson Creer. Creer on the front court now. He's going to drive. Good step through. Creer shot no. Rebound comes down to Kobe Theogis. 3 minutes to play. 3 minutes into this game in this third quarter, that is. Lobos lead it by 6. We'll see it up top to Mason Workin. Bounce pass to Kobe. On the inside to Preston Arndt. Arndt gets doubled. Nice slip pass to Gunnar Theogis. Gunnar to Workin. Left of the key. 3-pointer off the backboard. No. Rebound Preston Arndt. And Kackman says, get that out of here. Block shot for Sebastian. So we'll see it coming into the game. Owen Ladisson Gutzmer in for the Warbirds. LaMoure-Litchville Marion with Kobe Thiel just to inbound the basketball. Got to get it in before a 5 count. Everyone's stagnant, and Lobos do get it into Gunnar. Right inside to Kobe. Kobe slip pass on the interior. As a Lobos with Preston Arndt back to Kobe Thiel. Just right wing 3. Book it. Kobe Thiel just with his first field goal of the evening. That's his first points as well here tonight. 4-3 of the tournament. Stenson left-handed side. Stenson going to attack the paint, able to spin, step through, and there's a traveling violation on the Warbirds. As Wyndmere-Lidgerwood digging themselves a hole a little bit here. They're being tied at 25 apiece. It's a 9-0 run here for LLM. Ball will go right to the key. Kobe Theogis to Mason Workin. 3-pointer up and 3-pointer in and out. Rebound to Preston Arndt, then he traveled with it. Preston Arndt very acrobatic, though, on that attempt, as he lost his positioning a little bit. As they'll see it here for the Warbirds. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood and LaMoure-Litchville Marion out of the same region here in Division B, different districts. With the Lobos in District 2, the Warbirds in District 1. Third year of the 3-division system as Stenson steps into a 3, and he buries it. Stenson with 14 points. That's his third 3 of the game, and the Warbirds are back within 2 possessions. Mason Workin, right wing to the baseline. Thiel just inside Arndt. Arndt with the step there with the left hand. Can't find it. Arndt on the baseline, and this will be a turnover here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. As coming into the game will be Delabar here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Going back through the game's so far. You could argue the Warbirds have played in the closest but also the most thrilling games, as both of their games were decided by 2 points here. Otherwise, everything else in the tournament has been, outside of the Consolation Championship, has been determined by double digits, where BCM beat Maple River by 8 earlier today. Coming through somehow, got it to go. Jackson Creer on the point of difficulty. That would be 99.9 on the point of difficulty, and somehow caught it underneath the hoop. Had zero really good opportunity to throw that one up and in, but it went in. Avery Kramer with the answer three. He's got 5 in the quarter, now in double digits with 11. Blaze Froelich leaves it left-handed side to Stenson, skips it now. This will go to Ladisaw. Creer, wraparound pass to Gutzmer. Gutzmer then gets fouled, and Workin will get tabbed with the foul. It'll be his third. Going back to Jackson Creer, I'm not sure how many people can shoot the ball underneath the rim, throw it up to about the top of the backboard, and have it come right down where it doesn't hit anything but net. Free throw attempt here on the way for Gutzmer. This one will go long. Warbirds now 3 of 7 from the free throw line as Kackman will schedule a check-in. The next step ball, if you can get a Gutzmer made free throw. Justin Quam able to return. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. So Gutzmer splits the pair, and we get a substitution here for Kackman. Warbirds back within 2 possessions. Third place game of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you from Valley City here in the Barnes County Boys Tournament. As Colby Thiel just leaves it to the baseline. Here goes Kramer. Kramer, teardropper, can't get it to go. Ball out of bounds, and it will be a foul on the Lobos. Foul assessed. This would be on Kramer. His second and the team second. So you got 3 on Workin, 2 on Kramer, 1 on Gunnar Theogis, and everybody else with 0 fouls as it stands right now here for the Lobos. Warbirds with Justin Quam to Ladisaw. Give it to Blaze Froelich, able to break the pressure defense up the near sideline. Warbird Stenson, shot fake, gets closed out. Stenson on the baseline, throws it up and in. Stenson able to finish with 2, and Jace now with 16 points. Delabar came out and closed, but Stenson got around him. As the ball goes to Kramer on the baseline, now to Colby Theo. Just Colby, good pass to Briggs across the paint, up and in for 2. Oh, what can a ball reversal do for you? You saw it right there. As Ladisaw, Owen in the front court, up and over on the pass to Quam. Quam will see it left wing 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound by Kackman, finds it to Stenson. Second chance points, short. Rebound to Theogis, as Gunnar Theogis wants to get out and run. Gunnar, left-handed side to Kramer. Kramer finds it to Colby, rising, 3-pointer short, but right to Kramer, and there's a foul. Kackman with his first, team second, and Avery Kramer will toe the line with 11 points so far here this evening for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Lobos 38% shooting from the floor compared to the Warbirds 46%, but the Lobos have shot 14 more shots than Wyndmere-Lidgerwood because of some turnovers here tonight. Kramer misses the first as Preston Art will check in for Delabar. While for the Warbirds, coming in will be Jared Kaczynski. He will sub in for Blaze Froelich. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Kramer, trying to get to 12 points on the night, able to do so. As the Lobos now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They lead it by 7 with 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. With the basketball here is Justin Quam, right wing. Ladisaw open, 3-pointer, book it! Oh, and Ladisaw with his second 3 of the tournament. And the Warbirds now have 4 threes here tonight, and they're back within 4. Colby Theogis, front court, gives it to Gunnar here as the Warbirds stay in this zone. Ball left in inside to Preston Art, and there's a foul. Foul will be on Kackman, his second, team's third. Preston Art so far with 11 points in the game. 0 for 2 from the free throw line, but that's 2 attempts here for Preston. Arndt, right-handed toss is short. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here is our next game. 40 minutes away from the scheduled opening tip. As Arndt will shoot free throw attempt number 2 is good, but we'll have a lane violation as Theogis went in with the 3 points and went inside the three-point line after Arndt got the ball, so it negate the free throw attempt, and we'll see if that one comes back and hurts the Lobos. Lobos have had 3 lane violations of some sort here from the free throw line. 2 of them, though, were on missed free throws. That one was a make. Inside to Kackman on the baseline. Kackman step through, shot no. Rebound Stenson. Stenson turnaround jumper, short rebound, but right to Kackman, missing. Rebound, put back, count it. And a foul. Kackman now has 6, a chance to make it 7. It's almost like Stenson's pass, that shot almost was an intended pass, if you will, because it hit him so nice. As a foul assessed on the Lobos. This will be on Preston Arndt, his second. Team's third free throw is up and good for Kackman. Kackman now is 7. Warbirds back within 1. As the Lobos will see it to the baseline here, left-handed side. They give it back up top to Kobe Theolgis. Theolgis with it to the baseline to Briggs. Back to Gunner. Able to skip it to Kramer. Kramer inside the paint, and Kramer with the finger roll. Layup for 2. Kramer with 14. Back to a three-point contest. Lattisaw, front court, finds it to Stenson. Quam, interior. Ball gets poked away. Quam trying to stay with it, and then eventually a foul here for Preston Arndt. That'll be the team's 4th, and the final one to give here of the 3rd. As Delabar will check in now for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. As Delabar will come into the game for the aforementioned Arndt with those 3 fouls. As Stenson will inbound the basketball. And this will be a turnover right back to the head coach, Todd Hosford, who quickly delivers a rocket to the official, Roger Kozowski. Kobe Theolgis front court here with a 2-3 zone for the Warbirds. Right-handed side as they leave it to Briggs. Briggs to Gunner now with 5 seconds to Kobe. Baseline to Kramer. Kramer, three-pointer is up, and three-pointer make it a deep 2. Deep 2 on the way for Kramer, but he will finish with 16 points on the night so far through 3 quarters. The Lobos lead it by 5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we head to the 4th quarter play here on YourLiveEvent.com, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here on this Friday evening, welcoming you into the weekend as we get you set for the final 8 minutes of regulation here for the 3rd place game with LaMoure-Litchville Marion and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, as well as we work our way to the top of the hour. Gunnar Theolgis will flip it off now to Kobe as Kobe sees it left-handed side. As Kobe Theolgis left the key with the basketball now. Kobe gives it back to Gunner. Gunner at the free throw line, good pass to Briggs. Briggs shot up in this one, can't get it to go, and the foul will be assessed on the Warbirds. Lattisaw with the foul. It'll be Owen's second, the team's first of the 4th quarter. Well, for the Lobos, they'll get another crack at it here to open up quarter number 4 on the baseline. What's they do with Kobe Theolgis? Kobe sees it up top to Avery Kramer. Kramer to the right wing. We'll see it here, right-hand side to Cody Briggs. Back around the world now to Kobe. Theolgis steps into a three-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound to Stenson. Stenson crossing the timeline. We'll see it. Flips it off now to Schwer. Flips it off now to Lattisaw. Left wing here for the Warbirds. As Lattisaw, 20 seconds on the clock. Now to Stenson. Stenson right baseline. Three-pointers up off the rim. No rebound. Kackman put back up and in. Kackman now with 9. Talked about it through the first half. He only had 2 points after the opening 16 minutes. That's 7 so far in the second half. Open with all day to shoot is Kramer. Catch, shoot, and score. Kramer with 19, his second made 3. Sealed Stewart Scott phrase, hand down, man down. It's a 6-point game here for the Lobos. Nice pass though across the way. Jackson Creer, he's got 6 and a timeout on the floor. 6:46 left to play in the fourth quarter. LaMoure-Litchville Marion leads it by 4.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
High school basketball here today on your liveevent.com. Avery Kramer has definitely been a story and a factor here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. 19 points as 13 of his 19 coming in this second half alone as well. And part of the reason why the Lobos have a 4-point advantage here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as fans continue to trickle on in for the championship a little bit later on with the Mayport CG Patriots and the Valley City Highlanders. Mason working on the pass, gives it to Theogis. Theogis finds it to Art. Art on the step through off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Lattisaw. Outlet pass to Jackson Creer. Guess who? Kramer with it. Kramer looking to spin. Kramer inside the paint, up and in. Oh, it's Avery's world and we're just living in it. Kramer now at 21. Ball right inside goes to Blaze Froelich. Lattisaw will see this left wing to Jackson Creer, baseline Stenson. Stenson gets walled off to Lattisaw, extra fine Froelich. Froelich gets by, Mason working off the window for 2. Good looking move by Blaze, his first points of the night. First field goal, the Warbirds back within 4. Kobe Theogis gets it in the front court. Kramer gonna drive, Kramer off the window, no. Rebound gonna be tousled for, and Kackman and Preston Arndt will make their way in a jump ball that goes to the Warbirds. Tell you what, Kackman and Preston Arndt, if you put them in a steel cage death match, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top because those two would be a lot of power between those two. Been fun to see that battle throughout the night. Right-handed side, Froelich, three-pointer, step back, shot no, rebound goes to Kramer. Kramer then lost it, Lattisaw will go the other side. Looking for a teammate open, skip, Stenson, 3 is up and in. Jace Stenson with 19. He's hit a 3 in every quarter. The Warbirds back within 1. Arndt, right-handed side. Arndt, right-handed scoop shot, no. Rebound for Kackman, and the Warbirds will handle it here. As Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, front court with Blaze Froelich. Froelich with a couple of dribbles. As the Lobo faithful chanting defense across the way. Stenson to the right wing, 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter with the pass to Kackman, and there is a foul on Preston Arndt. Arndt will get tabbed with the foul. This will be his 4th and the team's first of quarter number 4 as Delabar will have to check in with 4:58 to play. Winner takes 2, as the kids say, dubs, wins home this week in Valley City. Turnover is coming away with it here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion will be Kobe Theogis. And if the Warbirds lose, it's because of turnovers here tonight. Kramer, wraparound pass to Workin. Now to Theogis. Gunner on the inside. Floater up and in for 2. 20 turnovers to the Warbirds to just 10 here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Gunner Theogis in double digits now with 10. More importantly, though, for the Lobos, they're up by 3. Jackson Queer, look at him slip a pass to Stenson. Stenson off the back, and it's an offensive charge. Delabar was there and took it right on the head. Here was Stenson. Jace with the foul, his first and the team's second. If that would have been against Delabar, you would have had yourself a chance for a tie ball game. That could be your play of the contest right there with where it is with 4:30 left in the fourth quarter. Mason working right-hand side to Kobe Theogis. Theogis with it, finds Kramer, and Kramer up and in for 2. Avery Kramer with 23 on the night. And the Warbirds being very aggressive up front on that zone as ball goes out of bounds, leaving the back end line where there's only one player to cover two, and the Lobos have taken full advantage of it. LaMoure-Litchville Marion so far 9 points in the quarter, while for the Warbirds they currently also have 9. Stenson, right wing, free throw line extended. We'll see this one with a couple of dribbles, able to spin. Stenson to the right baseline to Jackson Creer. Back to Stenson here. Stenson sees it up top to Lattisaw on this weave to Jackson Creer. Creer will leave it to Stenson. Stenson, couple of dribbles, step through. Creer, run to the key, rainbow three, long off the iron. One-handed board by Mason Workin. A bucket here would be awfully large to try to make it a 3-possession game for the Lobos. And Kobe Thiel just wants the 3. This one will go long. Rebound here to Delabar. Delabar with the slip-out pass. Gives it to Gunnar Thielgis. As Thielgis up top to Mason Workin. Workin here at the top of the key will leave it to Kobe. Ball goes to the baseline here. Kramer doubled and eventually stolen away by Jackson Creer. Creer sees it, and the Warbirds going to stop. Now they need a score. Open on the baseline is Froelich. Open, right pocket 3 coming on the way. This one rattling in. And a timeout here for Todd Hosford. Blaze Froelich now with 5 on the fourth quarter. 3:08 left to play in the fourth. The Lobos up by 2.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about what's the network going to be after I retire, where it continues to evolve. And if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit findrealtynow.com. Yeah.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North as the Warbirds are back within 2. Go to banknorth.bank. See what values-based banking can do for you with generations of folks trusting Bank North. To find a branch or location, go to banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lobos with 53, the Warbirds with 51 here, both over their season averages. LLM averaging 41 points per game. The Warbirds at 49. Ball will go to the baseline. Thiel just gives this one to Mason Workin. Workin back up top as they reverse it. Baseline now to Kramer. Give it to Kobe. Thiel just here. Back to Workin to the baseline. Kobe up and under on the pass and a foul from the Warbirds. Riley Springer will pick up his 4th. Team's 3rd. Substitution as Kackman after a quick breather will check out. For the Lobos, this ties the most points they've scored in a game this season at 53. Previous was against Maple River back on Tuesday. Working at the right wing, able to take the dribble, leaves it to the right-handed side. Now to Preston Arndt. Arndt tiptoes the end line, slip pass inside to Gunnar Thiel, just short. Rebound tipped out eventually. 1 and a foul. If this is on Arndt, that'll be his 4th. That'll be his 5th. Foul will be on Preston Arndt. He will foul out with his 5th personal foul and finish the night with 11 points as Delabar will check into the game. That's going to be a large one to fill from a Lobo perspective, going after it for a loose ball. The foul assessed on Arndt on his 5th. So now you'll have the freshman Owen Delabar back in, who's had himself a nice game off the bench. Taking a charge, has 2 points. This one for Kackman. Kackman sees it. There's a foul, and Kackman nearly got the end one. Or they'll say it's on the floor. So before the shot, foul assessed here to Gunnar Thielgis. His 2nd. So inbounding the ball now for the Warbirds will be Stenson. Stenson finds it to Creer, now to Froelich. Bounce pass interior. Lattisaw gives it to Kackman. Kackman from the left block. No. Kackman, 2nd chance. Yes! Kackman now with 11, and we're tied at 53. Lobos front court with Colby Thielgis as Colby will handle this one. Back to Gunnar. Zone pressure continues as Delabar trying to get in front of Stenson. Ball goes right-handed side. Lobos, 4 out, 1 in. The 1 is DeLaBar. Now to Thielges. Colby, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Skips it to Kramer. Back to Gunner now. To Kramer at the left baseline. Reverse it to Colby. They give it to Workin. DeLaBar with 7. DeLaBar, nice up and under move off the iron. Can't get it. Rebound, though, for DeLaBar and the Lobos. DeLaBar gets double-teamed, and they want a timeout. They will grant the timeout before the pass. Good move by the freshman. Couldn't finish, but followed his own shot. And with 96 seconds left to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we're tied at 53. Lobos with the ball when we return.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
High school basketball here today inside the bubble on yourliveevent.com as the timeout brought to you in part by Bank North here as the Warbirds found themselves trailing by 1 after 1 quarter, by 2 after the half, by 5 after 3 quarters of play, and now have came back and tied this one up at 53 apiece with 96 seconds left to play. So far, 23 points for Avery Kramer, 11 for Preston Arndt, who's fouled out, and Gunnar Thielges has 10. Well, for the Warbirds, they're led by the 19 points of Jay Stenson, the 11 of Sebastian Kackman here scoring this evening. Next jump ball favors the Lobos. Both teams have 3 fouls as it stands right now, and both have timeouts to be had. Gunnar Thielges, right-handed side, gives it back up top to Kobe. Reverse it now to Avery Kramer. Able to work it to Gunnar here. Gunnar baseline. This one will go working on the interior to DeLaBar. DeLaBar with it inside the paint. Shot no. Rebound comes down to Owen Latissa. Latissa with the pass. This goes to Froelich. Froelich in the front court, leaving it left-handed side. Stenson for the lead. 3 is short. Rebound here to Thielges. As Colby Thielges able to find it to Gunnar now. Gunnar trying to get by Kackman does in the front court. Next field goal here will take the lead. Ball to the baseline. Kramer left-handed side. He wants it. Rainbow 3 short. Rebound DeLaBar. DeLaBar inside the paint. DeLaBar lost the possession. It somehow ends up with Mason Workin. Never drew iron though, so shot clock down to 10 and a timeout for Rod Kramer. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. 46 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. We still got a championship game to be had as well between Mayport CG and the Valley City Highlanders, as we'll keep it here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 53 all on yourliveevent.com. Lobos shooting 39% from the floor, while for the Warbirds they are shooting 49% from the floor. Lobos with 4 threes, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with 6. Stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll hear from a member of the victorious team, get to our player of the game, play of the contest. That and more are still to come a little bit later on this evening. And then transition into that championship between the Valley City Highlanders and the Patriots of Mayport CG. Those fans don't want to see overtime, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to sit here for a couple more minutes. Here, though, we might. Between these two teams, it's been a tight one throughout. The Warbirds have only played tight basketball games. They won by 2 on Tuesday, lost by 2 on Thursday, and that theme could continue by a win or loss by 2 again here tonight. If you're a Warbird fan, you're probably a little bit grayer in terms of the hair after these 3 games here in Valley City. As Workin will inbound it. They'll find it here to Kobe Thielges. Kobe, jumper, 3-pointer, off the iron, no. Rebound 1, as the Warbirds will see it now with Latissa. Latissa up the far sideline will handle this one to Blaze Froelich. Froelich with a couple of dribbles, able to see it left-handed side now to Stenson. Stenson left wing to the baseline here, able to pop a pass on the interior to Kackman. Finds it, Creer, extra 5 for the lead. Froelich 3, long, rebound Latissa. Back to Froelich and a timeout for Todd Hofsford. The Warbirds want to talk it over with 17.7 left to play in the fourth. We'll do so as well. Back after this.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here, taking a look at the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood bench on yourliveevent.com after the timeout, brought to you in part by Bank North. What will Todd Hosford drop? Also, both teams with one timeout left to be had. So if you get beat defensively and you don't want to give up a wide-open attempt at a layup or possibly a look at a three-pointer, you can commit a foul quickly and try to reset your defense up here late in the fourth quarter. We've had 3 games so far that have been decided within single digits here at the Barnes County Tournament, and the Warbirds have played in 2 of the 3. They might now play in 3 of the 4. As we make our way for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they'll have 1 timeout remaining. Lobos, they have 2. Next jump ball favors LaMoure-Litchville Marion. As Lattisaw will inbound it here to Blaze Froelich. Lobos with man pressure defense. We'll see what Coach Todd Hosford draws up. Lattisaw right wing to Stenson, left of the key. Froelich coming off the screen. Blaze bounce pass inside. It gets tipped away. Creer will come away with it at the free throw line, and a foul here at the free throw line for DeLaMoure. His first. That'll be the team's 4th, and there's the last foul you had to give with 5.1 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Lattisaw on the inbounds, and we'll get a timeout here for Todd Hosford. Well, they should put it back to 5.1 on the clock as it went to 4.9. High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com after the timeout on the way for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. It was the last timeout assessed here to the Warbirds, as the Warbirds will see this back to the baseline, and they do put it back to 5.1 seconds here for Todd Hosford's club. As we will make our way on yourliveevent.com. And we'll see what the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos do now. And at times on the baseline, do you find your way to switch defensively and find your way to maybe just say no matter what, switch? But the thing is, with Kackman on the inside at 6'5", you don't necessarily want DeLaMoure to come off of him with Owen's size at 6'2", but everything else you might say switch. So we'll see what Todd Hosford puts in place here to see how this game might progress a little bit as the Lobos and the Warbirds come out here on yourliveevent.com with tied up at 53 apiece as they will inbound it here on the baseline for LaMoure-Litchville Marion to play a little defense here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Warbirds on the inbounds. We'll see this here with Sebastian Kackman. Stenson looking inside. Thiel just able to get in front to Kramer. Kramer then throws it off of a Warbird, or do we have a foul here? I think we got a foul on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, or a timeout called. Check that. Timeout called with 1.1 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We're back after this.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Looking at Coach Rod Kramer's bench across the way here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. What can he drop with 1.1 to play here in the fourth quarter? It's just kind of a catch and shoot, catch, dribble, and shoot. You don't really have too many options after that. And then we'll eventually make our way to a championship game. On your basketball bingo card, you need maybe an overtime right to maybe get to your 4 corners or get your full blackout for your bingo. As Mason Workin, we'll see it here for LLM. As everyone kind of spas, Workin sees this up. Kackman will intercept it, and we're going overtime. Tied at 53 apiece here on YourLiveEvent.com. 14 points for the Warbirds, 9 points for the Lobos. Tied at 53 as we make our way to a 4-minute overtime session next on Your Live Event.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com as we make our way to overtime. Chase Miller and Joey Hughes with you here as we get ready for a 4-minute overtime session here between the Lobos and alongside the Warbirds on YourLiveEvent.com. So, overtime number 1, third place game, our first overtime game of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament here. Kackman and Theelgis, opening tip, going to be won here by Gunnar Theelgis. As they see this now, as Kobe Theelgis, top of the key. Kobe calls out the offense here for the Lobos as they give it right-handed side to Workin. Baseline now to Delabar. Bounce pass on the interior. Theelgis sees it to Workin as Mason goes back to Delabar here. Delabar at the right wing, able to find it to Mason Workin. As Workin taking a couple of dribbles near sideline to Delabar. Baseline, here goes Kramer, three-pointer up long. Rebound for Delabar though, as Delabar sees it right-hand side to Workin, and now the Lobos get a fresh shot clock to work with here. A second crack at it as well. Right-handed side of Workin, three-pointer long. Rebound Ladisaw, as Ladisaw sees it up the floor. Ladisaw looking for Stenson. Stenson on the streak. Stenson off the window. Block shot by Kobe Theelgis. What a block shot by Kobe Theelgis. And we'll see the foul assessed here on Jackson Creer. That'll be the Warbirds' 4th foul. And both teams now will be in the bonus. Creer will pick up his first, but what a block by Kobe Theelgis defensively. As this one will go to Kramer. Back here to Theelgis as Gunnar gives it to Kobe. As Kobe works it around here at the left wing, as Kobe with 13 seconds on the shot clock steps into a three. Three-pointers up long. Rebound. Going to be tied up, and it will be Wyndmere-Lidgerwood with the basketball as Delabar and Kackman. And Mark Gumbard was trying his best to keep up Kackman as Jay Stenson coming in and having some words with Delabar. And it will be Warbirds with the basketball. Lobos with just 9 points from the 4th quarter to the overtime session. The Warbirds with 14. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood here with Blaze Froelich. Froelich in the front court. Taking a couple of dribbles right-handed side to Ladisaw. Ladisaw right wing with the basketball, ripping it through here on the top. Ladisaw left-handed side to Blaze Froelich, up and over interior to Kackman. Kackman gets triple team kick out. Stenson three-pointer up long. Rebound going to be Tossel for eventually Kackman step through and he gets fouled. We'll see bonus free throws upcoming. Foul assessed on Mason Workin, his 4th, team's 5th, and Kackman to the free throw line to shoot 2. As we'll see the bonus on the way here. As Kackman to the free throw line for the Warbirds. Kackman tonight, 1 of 3 from the line. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood is 5 of 9 from the stripe here this evening. Kackman, free throw, first of 2, is short. We're tied at 53 apiece to the 2-minute and 10-second mark of the 4th quarter. Free throw attempt number 2, good. Kackman now with 12. Warbirds lead it by 1. Theelges in the front court, right-handed side. We'll see this one to Workin. Workin looking for a teammate here, a little 2-3 zone. Delabar on the interior, and there's a hard foul, and we'll see Delabar to the line. Kackman with the foul. His third, team's fifth, and Delabar now will head to the free throw line for a chance to tie or take the lead, as Delabar is one of three in the tournament from the stripe. Free throw attempts here for Delabar. Long. Second free throw attempt upcoming. There's Delabar on the second. Goes long as well. Rebound comes down to Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Lattisaw will climb the ladder and get the loose ball. And the Warbirds with a main field goal here, trying to get up by 3, maybe 2 possessions. As Stenson, right wing to Blaze Froelich. Froelich here will give it back up top to Lattisaw. Lattisaw ripping it through to the paint, off the window. Can't get it to go, and Delabar climbs the loose ball for the defensive board. Lobos with Kobe Theelges, right wing to Gunner. Gunner back to Kobe here with 23 seconds. Reminder, Preston Arntz unable to be used here in the overtime session, fouling out in the fourth quarter for the Lobos. As Gunner Theelges looks inside for Delabar now as they give it to Workin. Back to a right wing baseline, Kobe Theelges. Theelges with 7 seconds to Gunner with 5. Gunner Theelges with 4 to Workin to Kobe to beat the horn. Shot is up short off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Kackman. Kackman will handle it here to Owen Lattisaw. Lattisaw sees this one and nearly took out the official and both players at the same time on the pass, as Roger Kozowski had a dip out of the way with 62 seconds to play here in the overtime session. Stenson to Blaze Froelich. Froelich back to Stenson. Left wing three-pointer is up. 3-pointers long. Rebound here on the interior. And he will be tied up with, as it will be Delabar and Kackman going at it with each other one more time. And Kackman will see it here for the Lobos, and a timeout for the head coach. That is Rod Kramer. Timeout on the floor will break as well in the overtime session with 52.5 seconds to play. Lobos with the ball and return.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Crowd continuing to file on in for the Valley City Highlanders in the Mayport CG Patriots Championship game. Still going to be a little bit longer till we get there, probably closer to about the top of the hour now, an 8 o'clock start. In fairness, we've been on time the entirety of the tournament. It has been pretty much 6:30. It's been a 6:30 tip as an example, or 4 o'clock and so forth. And this one will be a little bit later tonight for the BCT Championship game here in Valley City. So after the timeout by the head coach of Rod Kramer, Lobos will inbound the basketball as they'll see it here with Gunner Theelges. As Theelges in the front court gives it right-handed side to Mason Workin. Workin to the baseline. Kobe Theelges for the lead. 3 is up long. Rebound though for Kramer. Kramer sees it back to Gunner. Gunner, jumper from 14 off the window, no. Loose ball, Lattisaw will come away with it. It's loose again, last touch here by Delabar. And the Warbirds dodge a bullet. And now the shot clock will come off. And the Lobos will have to find a way to commit a foul. They'll say that there was enough of a possession, so the shot clock will continue, but it might not matter as Theelges gets the steal now to Delabar. Kobe Theelges in the front court here for the Lobos. Kobe at the free throw line leaves it to Mason Workin. Workin right of the key will leave it to Kobe Theelges. Kobe left wing, ball fake up and over now to Gunner. Back to Kobe to the baseline here as they handle the basketball. With it, baseline. This one will go to Kramer. Back to Kobe. Theogis with 7 seconds to Workin with 5. Workin for the lead. No, put back. Theogis, count it! The Lobos with the first field goal here in the overtime session goes to Gunnar Theogis, and he has an and one opportunity. Workin threw up a prayer. Theogis on the backside, no one boxed him out for the loose ball, and now he'll have the free throw opportunity with the lone points here for the Lobos in the overtime session up and good, and now it's going to be Todd Hosford to drop a play with 1.5 left to play in the overtime session. Working with the three, that was missed with about 5.5 seconds left when he shot it, but with where everybody was kind of more up towards the three-point line, no one boxed out Gunnar Theogis, and Gunnar, almost like a perfect pass, able to see that one come across the way with the overtime session with 1.5 left to play and convert the and one opportunity as the Warbirds now with their head coach and Todd Hosford will draw up a play here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. They can run the baseline. A foul would put the Warbirds to the line to shoot 2. You'll have enough time to try to find yourself to go the length of the floor here, but it's going to have to be a catch, pass, shoot, catch, dribble, and shoot motion here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Warbirds won by 2 on Tuesday, lost by 2 last night. Now it's a 2-point game here in the overtime session. One for the Lobos, a win over Maple River, a loss to Mayport CG, and now we'll see what they can come up with here in this one as the Lobos will try to keep everything in front of them and not let Wyndmere-Lidgerwood get a catch and a run towards the Warbird basket here with 1.5 to play in overtime. Gunnar Theogis, as it stands right now, has the game-winning shot. That's the only field goal here of the overtime session. Lobos with 3 points, Warbirds with 1 here in overtime. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, Ladisaw with it. Kackman finds it. Froelich to beat the horn. It's long, and that's how we'll end the overtime session. The Lobos come out victorious 56-54 in the third place game of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll get you ready for the championship and our post-game show. That is next.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, LaMoure-Litchville Marion picks up the win 56-54. It's now time to get to our player of the game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. Avery Kramer is part of our Enbridge Energy players of the game. Him and Gunnar Theogis, a nice 1-2 combination here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion as Kramer finishes with a game-high 23 points, and Gunnar Theogis had that game-winning shot as well, able to do just enough and go 3 of 3 from the free throw line here in this one for Gunnar Theogis. Those two players are our players of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. From there to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. It's the one you saw with 1.5 seconds left to play in the overtime session. The end one here for Gunnar Theogis is the play of the contest for the only points for LLM in the overtime session. Brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. You're in this one. The Lobos shoot 23 of 66 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the land of 3, 6 of 12 from the free throw line, 29 rebounds, 11 assists, and 12 turnovers. Well, for the Warbirds, they go 21 of 47 from the floor, go 6 of 16 from the land of 3, 39 rebounds, 13 assists to 25 turnovers for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Individually, the Lobos again led by Kramer, as we alluded to, with 13 points on 9 of 18 shooting with 2 made threes. 13 points for Gunnar Theogis on 5 of 8 shooting with 5 rebounds. 11 points, 9 boards for Preston Art. 3 points on the way for Kobe Theogis, 2 for Mason Workin, 2 for Cody Briggs, and 2.6 rebounds for Owen Delabar. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood led by the 19 points of Jay Stenson with 4 threes. 12 points, 10 rebounds for Sebastian Kackman. Kackman would finish the tournament with 37 points and also having 46 rebounds in 3 days here in Valley City. 6 points, 3 boards for Jackson Greer, 5 points for Blaze Froelich, 5 points, 9 boards for Owen Lattisan, 2 points for Riley Springer. With the win for the Lobos, now 3-5 on the season. They'll play next on Friday against Strasburg-Zeeland, while for the Warbirds, they will play next Tuesday at Tri-State. We come back, we'll hear from the man who hit the game winner here for the Lobos, and we return here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we come back on our post-game show, join us, the man who hit the game winner, Gunnar Theogis, here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Kind of talking with Gunnar off air going, have you ever hit a buzzer beater before? So, Gunnar, I guess let's just take it through the last 5 seconds. What's kind of going through your mind when you see Mason launch that three-point attempt?
Yeah, well, we couldn't really get a shot in the first couple seconds as we would like. But Mason, it was a tough shot. I mean, I'm going to call it a pass because it was perfect right in my hands. All I had to do was put it up for the lay.
When you saw that the ball went in, how quickly were you looking at the time to see how much time was on the clock for you? One, to go to the free throw line, but two, knowing that the Warbirds then might have a chance to go the length of the court.
Yeah, I mean, I hope time expired after that, but thinking back, I should have missed the free throw. But, you know, it all worked out in the end.
Able to find this win. Mason had 23 points on the night. What did you just see from, Avery had 23 points in the win tonight. What did you just see from Avery's performance with a couple of threes and just kind of what he did offensively?
Yeah, it's nice to see him shoot the ball well. I know he's been kind of struggling here early in the season. It was nice to see a couple fall in tonight. Then obviously in transition, he's been huge for us all season. So
as you move forward, you're able to get 2 wins here in the Barnes County tournament. You got a game next week against Strasburg-Zeeland for district play. What's the one thing you want moving forward here, Gunnar, for this team as you kind of get some district games coming up and try to really get in the swing of things with obviously Colby back as well for you guys?
Yeah, that's huge, having Colby back, one of our best players. We were just kind of hoping to build some momentum through this tournament, stack a couple wins, and then start district play next week, and hopefully it'll go good.
I know it just happened, and there's a lot of really good memories, and you still got more coming up, but where does this kind of rank in terms of a memory on a highlight reel just as an athlete in high school sports for you, Gunnar?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another day at the office. Having fun out here.
I like it. Gunnar, congratulations on the win. We'll let you enjoy it. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Gunnar Theogis with us here. We'll take a quick break and put a bow on our third-place coverage when we return.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes Tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos with the 56-54 win again over Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. So Lobos now 3-5 on the season. Warbirds dropped to 2-3, and Todd Hosford's club, all that he does is play in close games here in Valley City. All 3 games were decided by 2 points. They won 1, they lost 2, and it was a 2-point win, a 2-point loss, and a 2-point loss. This Warbirds team, they're going to be dangerous, and the Lobos, as we just heard from Gunnar Thielen, just having Kobe back and seeing where this team can progress will be an interesting squad as they continue as well. Coming up, we'll get to the championship. Opening tip just over 15 minutes from now between the Patriots and the Highlanders here on your event.com.